Yeah, like.
Hello and welcome to another episode of From the Office to the Arcade with me, Danny Anderson, Darren Mac, and special guest Paul Woodage from Bang on Target. Is that right, Paul? Yeah, we've got that.
That is
That's
right.
good.
That
Didn't even
is
script it.
right. Nice to meet you.
Darren's just going to do his shout out to sponsors and then we'll get into this episode.
Big shout out to Ink Apparel for the shirts for the podcast with me and Danny. Big shout out to Elstyle Global. Also a big shout out to What's the Point at www.whatsthepoint.shop and BVD Darts, Northern Ireland leading darts specialist. All their links will be tagged in the video below.
Soon to be Bang on Target, the biggest sponsor we'll have. Soon to be.
Oh, so only 6-7 weeks new now. So it's quite. I'm not a new writer, but the company's quite new. So I'm pleased with how it's going so far. But it's a big field and a lot of competitions. But what I'm doing
sorry to cut across. We'll just get into it and just say who you are, what you've done, because your story's unique in itself. You have a lot of stories to get through, I think, as well.
Yeah,
But you started your own. Go ahead.
I lived in Ireland for 20 years and I had my own wedding band management company, which was quite successful, very successful. COVID sorted that. I moved back home about 6 years ago, back to Warrington, where I live. And I started writing for Oche. And then I went to Darts World. And I was with them for about 18 months. And I started working for Mac Elkin, TSMC. He manages a lot of big players, like obviously Dozer. At a time that was Jose D'Souza, Dimitri van den Berg, quite a lot of big players. James Wade at a time as well was there. And then I left about 18 months ago, worked for Darts World again, and that finished acrimoniously last November. And then I started Bang on Target, which is my own company now. I started that in April. Sorry, beg your pardon. In what we know, only May. 135. I remember that date because it's a checkout. 135. So it's
not in my books. It's not a checkout.
No,
it's not a checkout in my books.
It's a possible checkout. A champagne.
Yeah, it's on the board.
So was it treble 20? I don't know, 25 treble 20 balls. Yeah. So that was it, and the plan was to start covering all the organisations across the globe. And obviously not just PDC, which a lot of them just focus on PDC and do rewrites. So my plan was everything I do is creative, 100%, no rewrites, no copies, exclusive interviews. I cover like WDF, Modus, Vault, ADC, amateur youth ladies, and I've got special categories for Australasia, Asia, Africa, North, or both Americas. So I'm covering everything as well as obviously things like concierge and special events like Operation Bullseye, which Darren won last weekend. So, yeah, I'm trying to cover it as much as possible. I'm only one guy, but I write in a style that is quite unique to other writers. Quite sarcastic, tongue-in-cheek, but it's been welcomed as different.
Yeah, no, I say I don't know how we came across. Must have been Dom. Was it Dom's podcast? Maybe? I think that's how we came across each other.
Where was that? Sorry.
I think you made a cheeky remark underneath one of the comments, and then me and you started messaging. I think
I tend to do that. Yeah, I've not been on the podcast for a long. I did some for a Scottish guy a few years ago when I was with TSMC, but no, I think that's it. But I've been working really hard with this for the last 6-7 weeks, trying to cover everything, and then it's been welcomed because a lot of the youth and the ladies and the amateur players are saying it's good that there's actually a company out there now covering us, not just the PDC, because the PDC lads, the Littlers, the Humphreys, they don't need the recognition and the press. They've got their own. Everyone knows who they are. But these amateurs, especially the youth players, which are the tomorrow's champions, they need it. So I'm giving them what they want and creating images and doing fun stories, and I'm tactful. Like if it's about a youth player, I won't be too close to the edge of sarcasm. But yeah, it's a bit of fun. And look, I worked with players for 3 years, and the banter inside the players' lounge and players' championships is nothing compared to the little bit of sarcasm I do. So a lot of the guys love it. That's the normal guys, and the fans love it. And it's something different, just recycle stuff you see all the time on TV. You know?
The idea is exactly what we're doing not on this. There's no point in us getting the glitter on this because it wouldn't mean it wouldn't. But we're getting the Modus boys on the WDF, the youth, just to get because they need it as much as we do. And it's what you're doing is it's brilliant too. It's exactly that's why I think we agreed with doing this.
I targeted I started doing exclusive interviews. I'm going to do videos soon. I'm kind of thinking about after the match play, start doing interviews. But I target like the fringe players, like the new talk on holders, like Tom Sykes and that, and then the fringe players who are like doing one on the Challenge Tour, get a lot of games on the Pro Tour, like Morris, Coulson, Leishman.
We've had most of these boys on this.
Aye.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. But again,
that's okay.
They're the guys that like Joe Hunt as well did a good piece with Joe the other day, and he
It was a
loved
lovely one.
a good piece with Jack Tweddle as well. That was funny. His mum loved it apparently, which is nice for Jack to hear that. Mrs. Not it was it Jack? Was it somebody else? Can't think of mother likes it. Oh no, it's Cal Wilson. Cal Wilson's mother loved it. Yeah, Gok.
Right.
She loved it.
Cal
So these are like the fringe players that are almost certainly good enough for a tour card, just haven't got one for whatever reason. Well, the reason obviously, but
Well, that's what.
Because they'll share it all. They'll share the posts, and that's good for them, good for my business. And hopefully the word's getting around that what I do is refreshing and different and unique, and it's giving those players that don't normally get the recognition good press. And, they don't have it anywhere else in the darts media. It's all your elite players, which is fair enough because obviously most fans want to read about the Premier League boys, but there's a lot of great dart players and female dart players and youth dart players. So I covered the whole lot. I've written about so many last 6-7 weeks. So it's hard work, but I'm enjoying it.
Do you reckon?
I'm weighing that. Like, I think a lot of these players, like Joe Hunt, your Tommy Morris's, your Derek Coulson, they get a bit of recognition if they've won a player championship or had a good run on the Pro Tour. But then that's all you really hear. You don't really hear much. So I think people like us getting them out there a wee bit more is good. And I think it's good for business for everybody.
Yeah, I think I said to somebody else earlier today, I think it might be Mitchell Lowry's manager, James Ward. I think I said, they'll all jump on the bandwagon, but my intention is I'm going to build a bandwagon. They might jump on it like when these guys when Hunt and Leishman and all that, where they go win a Pro Tour or have a good run on TV, then they'll jump on and go, they'll all want to talk to me at that point. They'll go, oh yeah, talk to me. I'm doing it, now, before they do that, because I believe they're good enough. And the 128 Pro Tour players aren't the best 128 players in the world. They're just 128 players with tour cards.
Yeah, well, look at Joe Hunt, for example, and Tommy Morris, what they're doing. They haven't even got a tour card. I guess it's incredible.
Like, and you can't leave Derek Coulson or Tommy Leishman
fair enough.
Name and all, because
hasn't Tommy Leishman had, is it three semi-finals this year? It's Tommy, I think, and Joe's had a few quarter-finals, and Joe's played them all. Coulson's missed, I think, a couple. I think he missed a couple because he was in Modus that week anyway. Yeah, he missed a couple because he's in Modus, but I think he's played like nearly all of them. And they're both playing, all three of those guys are playing again tomorrow and Tuesday. So they're back in. So they're getting the call-ups. If you're top of the Challenge Tour, which Joe is, and Derek's number 2, I think, at a time, you're going to play all the Pro Tours. All of them. You're going to.
No, 100%.
I think I just read it, 8 have dropped out, I think, this week.
I think if you're in the top 10, then you're in the good running to get a call-up.
Top 6, definitely. Top 6, you're getting them all. I think there's 8 so far. I think who's it's playing 1 this weekend. I think Harry Ward right now is playing just 1 because Vince has dropped out. I think it's Harry Ward. But if somebody else drops out, then he'll play 2, and somebody else will come in for 1. Or if Richard decides, but Richard will travel because it's the European qualifiers on the way.
Yep.
But yeah, you're top 6. If you've been top 6 since day 1 Challenge Tour, since it started this year, you're going to get called up for them all. Simple as that. And that's what's happening. There's been more call-ups this year than I think any.
Do you go down?
No. I mean the last one was in Wigan, and I don't like going. I did the events for 3 years, and I've done it. I've been there, done it. If you're walking for the first time as a fan, you're like, oh God, you're Van Gerwen or Littler throw in. We're not Littler this year, but the thrill's not there for me. So I just set up shop in a hotel down the road where the players are playing. I did a lot of work when I was there, and then they all come back bit by bit and chatting away to them, and when they finish work kind of thing, I don't go to their office. I wait till they finish work and get out and go for a pint with them. So I just prefer doing that way. I don't like going to the press rooms and don't like going to that. It's you conform and then you got to do what you're told. And I just want to do my own thing,
No, fair.
Yeah, we'll get into that again as the way you had to start your own company.
Be there, done that. I've done all that stuff and it doesn't interest me anymore now. The press room's different. I mean, I went to the match play last year. I didn't enjoy the press room. I asked, I think, James Wade a question and he answered it. And then he got told, no, you can't say that. And James went, well, I want to say that. And he go, no, you can't say that. And it just things like that where, you don't have the freedom you want. So I'd just rather chat to the guys. And what I do when I interview a player for like an exclusive interview, they'll tell you this. I've done about 16 so far this year with players, including Corey Cabby. I send them the piece.
That's a big one. That's a good one.
I send the piece I write it up, send them the piece, and then they go, yeah, that's fine. I've just tweaked that bit yet. So I don't publish it until they get the green light. That's it. I won't do that at all. What's that? Corey Cabby there. Just got a text from Corey. Love the King. They love the King, mate. We'll get Corey on sometime.
Get him on.
I'm just saying. I'll leave a voicemail with him. I'll just
name dropper or what, Macca?
Good day, mate. I'm just on a. I don't know why I'm doing an Australian accent. Sorry. I'm just on a podcast live right now, buddy. But yeah, we all love the King, so I'll give a shout out to the King. I'm on not Operation Bullseye. I'm on Ruthless Darts podcast. So I'll chat to you in a bit, mate. Good night. Yeah.
Well, we always ask our guests, Paul, who the most famous person on their phone is, and that's a really good one for you,
For me, on my phone.
Well, our guests, we always ask our guests who the most famous person in their contact list is on their phone.
Probably Tom Cruise or Tom Hanks, probably. No. No. Oh, you mean apart from dart players?
Anybody, any famous person?
Anybody, yeah.
Christ, I've got a lot of. I mean, Helen Chamberlain. She's well known. I don't know really. Rugby players. Only football players. Let me think on that because something might just come to me in the second round, put me in a spot. But yeah, I've got a lot of contacts. Trying to think
so would you say I'm the least famous person in your contacts?
Not the least, no.
Who's possibly below me?
I didn't know you months ago. I knew obviously your name and darts, but I didn't know you personally. And I only got your phone number a few weeks ago. But yeah, I've got a lot of contacts on numbers in sport or media. I'm trying to think. Phil Taylor, probably, maybe Van Gerwen. I've got Sean Murphy, snooker world champion.
The world champion, yeah.
It's funny you went with Helen Chamberlain.
No,
said these names.
Well, no, I'm just trying to think of people outside of. Well, even though she exclusively starts because she does the she did I think presenting for WDF, didn't she, Lakeside? But I'm not sure how I got that. I think what it was when I was at Darts World the first time round, I interviewed her for the magazine because I decided to do people that weren't actually dart players but were darts fans. So I did a boxer island called Spike O'Sullivan. I did Paul Sculthorpe, the rugby league player. I did Helen. I did Sean Murphy, the dart. I tried to get. I've got Mark Labatt's phone number. Mark Labatt, the Chase.
Oh.
His number. So I tried to do a few people just just something different that was just a different twist on articles like that. Just people who know the darts, but isn't it fair? I tried to get Ricky Hatton on about a year before he passed away, but that didn't happen in the end. But yeah, probably not famous like, but probably people that are, well known.
Yeah, well, that's good. Did you interview the big man from the Chase about darts?
I was trying to get hold of him, yeah. We were trying to organise something, but he had to go to America or Australia, one of those two, to do a show, and we never kind of got it. He follows me on Twitter anyway, X, whatever it's called. So I'll get him in the end. But again, I'm not doing that thing now. That was with Darts World, where I was doing famous people or people that weren't actually dart players but connected. I'd love to go like Prince Harry or, but that wouldn't happen. I think I emailed him in here back. I was on a waiting list. But that was with Darts World. Maybe I might do it myself with Bang on Target. But I've got plans on what I want to do. I want to start doing videos in the next month. And then I've got a podcast in my mind down the road. But again, it's funding, it's time. It's just me. I don't have a team of people behind me like other people. I don't have the funding. I don't have the, there's politics involved. Doesn't matter how good you are at something in darts. It's all politics. It's not the people involved now aren't the best interviewers and the best writers. Just the conformists, basically. And I'm not like that. I want to do my own thing. I don't be told what I can and can't do. So, if I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it my way, basically.
Have you had many fallouts with players?
Yeah, I mean, I've had not many. No, I mean, it's only really Jermaine Wassermina last year who tried to block me from accreditation for the match play for reasons I still don't know. And
he tried to block you from what, sorry?
Media accreditation. You have to get media accreditation when you go to the media room. You have to send off to a form to get. So with the big events coming up like the match play or the Worlds, you have to fill out a form, and that's with Darts World at the time to get media accreditation. It's always a formality, if you're with a recognised company like Darts World. But for some reason, I don't know. He tried to block it. I've no idea to this day why. And it got a bit messy. In the end, it was fine. I went in there. It's no problem at all because I missed his sessions. But he's the only real player I've ever had an issue with ever. And that's in 6 years. So, and
it's not come out of nowhere. Like he just decided to.
I worked with him for a while, for 3 years. And he's obviously, he's one of them, Jermaine. He don't know what sometimes. He can wake up one morning, be great. Next morning, be off with you. That's just who he is. There's some players will tell you that I don't know. I can't really click with him. I work with him, and we got on not famously, but we did a job together. And then all of a sudden, I left the company in November, and this was in July. So it was like 8-9 months, and I have no idea what his reasons was. But he tried to block me accreditation, and I wasn't pleased. I'd love to know why, but that was that. So he's the only real player I've ever kind of had an issue with. I got on with them all very well. They respect me for what I do because I do it the right way. I don't try and take the piss, whatever. I'm respectful towards players, I work with players. So, like I said, every time I do a piece, they check it first. I don't do a piece and just hang them out to dry like some newspaper or something, I do it the right way. And I'm not looking for clicks or views. I'm looking to be respectful. All that stuff will come if you look after the players. But yeah, I've got a good reputation for players, and anyone I've really kind of fell out with, really.
So did you work for Mac for 6 years? Did you?
No, only 3 years.
Only 3 years.
So, yeah.
What was it like working with Mac or under Mac? Because I know from a personal point that he's a character. He likes a laugh, doesn't he?
Yeah, Matt's a good guy. What I will say about Mac, he really, really cares about his players. A lot of managers don't always go along to the venues and the events. I don't think Matt does many Euros now, but he's always at the Pro Tours, which is unusual for a manager. He's got about 6 players. He goes there because he likes going there. He doesn't feel compelled to go there. He likes to look after his players. He's one of these people that, arm around shoulder. He looks after his players really, really well. Make sure they're okay. He's always on the phone for them. He's generous. I've been holding with him a lot of times away. Didn't have to take me. That was away from work, Tenerife and Vegas. He's a good guy, and he works hard, and he's built up from. I think he came from like a boxing promotion background, and he kind of like fell into this. He got involved with somebody who was involved with darts, and he kind of like fell into this darts management, and he's gone and done really well. But yeah, he's a good guy.
No, yeah, I've met him a couple of times now, mate, and he's an absolute gentleman, mate. But he's got a funny side as well.
Yeah, he's a character. He likes to
Aye.
laugh. He likes to giggle. He's never at home.
It's like you were
Never
saying. He was. I'm sure it was in Q school. He was at Q school or Challenge Tour, one of the two. I can't remember. Just visiting some of these players like Ryan Branley and that. He was doing visiting them for the day and making sure they were all right.
He might have popped in there. I don't think he doesn't normally do Challenge Tour, development tours. He might pop in now and again, but he wouldn't be there for the whole 2-3 days.
No. So he was there for the one full day, just checking in, making sure everybody was all right and that.
He's lost his lads. He's great with that. He really cares for the lads, and he's always there for them. And he's always on site. I say not often for Euro tours anymore, but sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. But every pro tour, every major tournament, he's there right to the end. And he's a good manager. He's on the end of the phone when you want him. I worked close with him for 3 years, and I know how he works, and he puts a lot of hours in, and he's done well for himself. He's produced some youth-wise, especially. I mean, you look at the youth players that he's produced. I mean,
He took K on there too.
Corey, eh?
He took K on there.
Yeah. Corey, Dimmy obviously won it twice. Evitts was under him. I think the Decker, I don't think he won it, but he's a good youth player. So he's had a lot of players work and a lot of success now. You look at him now, he's got Kaya Basil, Jensen Walker, Ryan Branley, Jack Drayton. He's got some 4 cracking young lads there.
Oh, is Jack with him there, is he?
Yep.
Jack Drayton, yeah. By the way, I'm doing a joint interview with him and Ellie Cairns on Tuesday. So that'll be
nice, man.
That'd be good.
Is that his partner?
Yep.
That's his girlfriend, yeah.
She's a good player too.
Yeah, she won
Eleanor's good.
I think she won her first women's series last year.
Yeah, I've seen that,
Yeah,
I've actually been trying to get Jack. I'm trying to get him. I think he's a smashing player. I think he's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, but he's got Kaya. He's only just turned 16 this week. He's got Ryan Branley, who won in Gibraltar today. He won the youth. And he's got Jensen, who is, I think, right up there in WDF. Jensen won a Modus Champions Week, which anyone will tell you isn't easy to do. I've won a Wheatland Champions Week, and he's won, I think, 4 WDFs, and he's won, including the Romanian Classic this year. So he's got 4 cracker potential players there.
100%. Like Kia, look what Kia done this week on the Modus. Unreal.
Yeah.
But
just getting pipped at the end.
When it comes to Kia, Mac played fantastic ones with Mac. We were talking about this, and you said to me there's a wee boy Kia, and that was about a year and a half, and we've been watching them from them, and it's just unbelievable. We know a lot of these players because they've all given Mac a bit of a lesson.
Well, he just turned 16 now, so he can play development tour. So I'll be surprised to see him on. I don't know. Mac Elkin will know what his plans are, but he can play development tour, and I don't know him personally, but I reckon he'll be all over that. Whether he'll start next year, whether he'll jump in and do a few this year, I don't know. But he will obviously. I'm not sure if he can then. If he plays development tour, can he go for the youth? Can he qualify for that? Is he allowed to if he plays? Yeah, of course he is. Is anyone that plays on the development tour at all any point this year? Oh no, sorry, beg your pardon. It's a top 64 or top 128. I'm not sure. On the development tour or the merit, get to play in the World Youth Championships, and then obviously the 2 semi-final winners go on to Minehead and play like Bo and Guian did last year. So he could still go along there, development tour, have a few good tournaments, and I would say it make the cut given his ability. I'm just not sure how many he got left now. Whether they got 2 full weekends left or 1, I don't know. But he'll probably definitely go on to the next one if it's just to get stuck in there. So when he starts next year properly, the whole year, he'd have experienced it. But he'll do well on that.
Oh, he's a class act. We've spoken to him several times. We haven't done, and he's a class act. He's a lovely wee lad. He's very relaxed, isn't he? He's quiet and just chilled.
But never met him personally at all. But he seems grounded. His dad's obviously with him a lot, and he seems grounded. He's got a lot of talent. You don't get to a final of the Modus if you haven't got the ability, and he's picked up titles. But the amount of youth players now you could list.
Oh.
So many good.
You know he said dust ball one night, and remember, Maggie, he came on the our live TikTok, and it's still stuck with me to this day what he said, because he said dust. It's hard. He didn't say it's hard. He was talking about. He said, "But Danny, if I lose 4-0, you will notice. You'll hear about it. But when I beat someone 4-0, no one bats an eyelid." He says it's hard to do that every single game. I'm someone's final every game. He said it's quite. He wouldn't say it was hard one. He was just, and when he said that, I went, you know what? That's really true. Because I would see when K gets beat out, maybe text like, fuck, see such and big K for now. But he was going, well, that's a big deal. But when I do it, it's normal. But that's respect, I suppose, because of how good he is.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's it. He's a big target now because he's a top player. It's like Bryceland, Mitchell, them kind of players. Even the four I mentioned with Macca, the four young English lads.
No,
you've got to play.
What age is Jack? What age is Jack? 18?
Jack Clayton. I think he's 18, 19. I think so. I think he's still a teenager. I'm not exactly sure. I know he's got a good few years left on development tour. Anyway, so is Ellie. I'm not exactly sure how old he is, but yeah, he's definitely younger than me.
Henry Coates is another one. We did an interview with him. We did podcast. He's a lovely wee boy.
He won a Modus Week, didn't he, Henry?
You could mention loads, you've got loads. You've got Nathan Potter as well. You can mention Nathan in there too.
Yeah, I chatted with Nathan recently.
There's loads, man.
I think he just won a challenge tour, didn't he? And then he got called for the Pro Tour. He's a cracking dart player. Terrible snooker player, which is weird.
Who else? You've got Ben Townley as well. Ben's a cracking wee player.
Ben Townley, another one. Yeah, another cracking player. The two Scottish lads we mentioned before, Bryceland, Laurie.
What's his name? What's his name? Is it Leighton or Leighton? Harrison Lee, another one. Another slasher.
My brother plays for Windle. Windle FC Darts and Doms, and he's going to be the captain next year, Harrison, because Steve Ponting can't be there. He's got too much on. He lives 12.
Right. You and Harrison, we get on really well, Paul.
Would I? I don't know the guy, but
I've talked to him. He's coming on this. He's coming on this. He seems.
My brother said you should interview Harrison Lee. He's a cracking player, but a dirty mank. So I speak to Harrison the other day on text, just texting him, and we had a good laugh about it. So he's a nice guy. Apparently,
there was a bit of trouble with him. Remember the belt match in the ADC.
Seen that.
There was a bit of it was streamed, and there was the crowd. There was two. I can't remember who he was playing, but there was a bit of aggro. Like,
was it Wes Newton?
I don't even know what.
No, was it Bradman? Was it Bradman? Wasn't it?
I don't know.
I heard about somebody, one young kid. Yeah, it was Harrison. I'm sure it's Wes Newton.
He was giving it to the fans, I think. Like,
I'm sure it's Wes. Not obviously Wes himself. Obviously, it's whoever he's playing. They're obviously quite leery towards they're obviously supporting their man. I'm sure it's Wes. I'm not sure. Not Wes in the head, but I know he lives up Morecambe. So obviously they were in his, but he's got to get used to that. That's one thing he's had to get used to, because especially on these,
100%.
I've been to development tours, right? And when it gets like the final quarters and there's only a few boards, they all like the Dutch guys will hover around, the German guys will hover around, support their own, and you do hear that. Like I mean, that's with James beaten a few times, and James turns around, pulls his face, he pulls like as if like because he'll tell me shut up. He's another one with
I don't want to speak of Colin, the boy from here, Colin McCaughlin. Him and James had a bit of in the NA Open. Thomas still blames them. Thomas says that's why Willie Borden beat him. That's what he says.
James will be quick and sort of shut up. If someone's making noise behind him and he's playing, he won't be slow to turn around and say shut up. Like it'll give me like a death stare. As death stare as a young chess player can give him. Like, but. He's like that. He can be quite outspoken when it comes to that. But again, like when you're playing darts and they get a bit loud and putting him off, then he's entitled to say it. But it's funny sometimes to watch because I like his little face when stairs and like, I think he blamed me once. He'd got me and I was doing nothing. I was just watching him play. Afterwards, he come up to me and goes, sort of along the lines of, "You put me off." I said, "Don't try it out with me, mate. You try it with them kids, right? Not with me. No way, no way."
Do you throw put darts? Do you, Paul? Do you ever...
I'm average pub player. I'm probably like a 55 average at best on a good day. I like it, but I don't play.
I'm something like me. I love darts. I love because I know I couldn't be as good as them, so I'm amazed at how good they are. But I don't actually enjoy throwing darts. If you know what I mean.
Look, if I go to a pub one night and I'm playing all right, I'll let a couple of 180. I'm all right. I'm a decent player. I can do like the odd 18 dart leg and all that, but I'm nowhere near the level that you need to be to even be county. No, on a good day, I could squeeze into a county if like a few short, but no, I know how to play it. I'm usually the one they rope into doing the scoring, or if I'm playing, the next guys go, "Paul, I've got this left. What do I go for? What do I go for?" Because I'm good with like the checkouts and that. So I'm only but yeah, I enjoy playing. I'm just not any good at it. No, I'm a bang average for a pub. Bang average, pretty much.
Bang on target then. Obviously, the name says very, very good name. How did you come up with that, or did you just bang it away?
I wanted Target to sponsor me. So I thought if I have a name with Target in, then Gary Plummer would have to do it, and it turns out he didn't have to do it.
Well, that's called manifesting. It's not over yet.
Yeah, but anyway, then I thought Target, and then I try to think of all darts. You've had Oche, you've had Darts World, you've had Tungsten Sales. There's not a lot left, and I just think, right, you hit the target. You go for Target, and it like bang on target, and it just came to me.
Bang on.
And I thought, yeah, you know what? Then I had straight away within like 10 seconds, I logo my head. I had a logo right in my head there, so I had to just produce it like it's in my head, and it just stuck. So initially that was it. It was Target because I wanted Target to be behind it, but it didn't matter in the end. It doesn't matter, and it still might one day. I don't know, but yeah. So, but I always when I was at Darts World, the editor there, I called Callum. He's like. Draconian, he's just old fashioned and he wants all the stuff he just wants boring, mundane writing, and it was just I was doing it, but it was like an effort, a chore.
Aye.
And then what I do, I send him a good article, a good piece, and then it go up online. And it was butchered, It's like it chopping, it do it, and I just look at it and go, "I'm all right." He goes, "I'm the editor." I said, yeah, but I'm the writer. I'm creating a piece of work here. It's like going up to the Mona Lisa and felt it pen over it, So this is a good piece. And he butchered it. And then
Paul, I know you use ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, no, I do for designing.
That was a joke. Absolutely.
Oh, for writing? No, God, no.
Yeah.
Design those little pictures and all that with all my graphics and images I put on Bang a Tiger, like with a flag and a player. That's all ChatGPT. I tell it what to do. But the writings, all my creativeness.
I told you my favorite graphic was I don't know if you ever seen it, Mac. You were talking about youth darts and the generation of darts. Absolutely, that was my favorite.
I have the ideas, but I'm not a graphic designer or writer. So I have the ideas in my head what I want to be. So, like for a laugh, like for Devon Peterson's one, I did like a montage. Then I'll stick like as a springbok with a top on. For Tom Sykes one, I'll put a picture of Ben Stokes in the corner. Just like I think I did Jeff Smith, and I threw in like John Candy and somebody else because that's where they're from. I've got a laugh with it, so it'll be my idea, and then I'll get it to do that. But the writing's all the other darts websites, all the like Darts World online, they'll all do like rewrites and stuff like that. It's all the same, just recycled. They'll do what we call a rewrite, where you take a piece of work, normally mine, and they'll just write it in a different style. Obviously, you can't rewrite mine because you spot it's sarcastic. So you remove the sarcasm and you just rewrite it. So it's just the same content, just in a different, different words. And that's what I see a lot. I see a lot of my stuff that I know it's being rewritten because I can tell the style. They haven't changed it that much, and I can tell. But mine, I don't rewrite anything. I don't copy anyone's work, plagiarism, like all the others do. I don't copy and paste from other sites. It's all my work. And because it's unique, nobody else is doing what I'm doing. Nobody else is writing in that kind of like tongue in cheek.
You do tongue in cheek, but you can also be serious. because with Dom, remember the piece you wrote about Dom when we
Yeah.
first met?
Yeah.
And Dom, I remember reaching out to Dom and saying, Dom, you know, and he was, he wrote a piece about this.
Yes, we're different. I just released this.
Yes, we were talking about this.
My book, right? And that is, if you read that, right, it's about a kid whose father is killed in a hit-and-run accident. Nothing funny about that. And then his mother meets...
Where did I laugh? Where did I laugh?
And then a graphic, I can't make fun of that. There's a bit of humour in there, like it's like Andy Fields and horses like coming down. But if you read that and then read Bang on Target, you would not think 1 second it's the same writer.
But what my point with the Dom one was, I reached out to Dom and I said, Dom, he's wrote a piece for me to read, and he says, let me read it first. You know, and then we read it, he's like, actually, yeah, go ahead, that's really good.
Yeah, but Dom Taylor knows my writing from Battles with Macca. I didn't do a lot of writing, but on the social media website, the TNSC website,
Dom can't read.
I'll do reports, that kind of thing. I'll put a bit of fun in there, a bit of humour. But when I was with Darts World, it was all like serious stuff. I couldn't do anything funny or it was like, sarcastic, and that was all supposed to be like straight laced. But Dom knows I can write. But Bang on Target, when I started that, my intention was to just make it like, funny. I wanted to attract the younger readers, because the young readers, right, don't read stuff anymore. They don't, right? A lot of youngsters are in, since the whole Littler effect now, there's a lot of youngsters involved in darts. So my plan was to make it attractive to youngsters to read, but also informative. So all the information's still there, the results, who won, whatever. But it's done in a fun kind of way. You go, that's funny, because you don't expect to read that in a darts article because we're all the same boring crap, right? So it's something different, unique, and it's fun. It's taken off because people seem to like and get some great compliments from people all over the world, like Aussie guys, Kiwis, Australians, Canadians.
To be honest, I think that's something the darts world needs, a bit of humour, because people don't get to obviously see it, but all the writes up are all like, they're all straight to the point. There's not really much. There's not much humour in there. So having a wee read at your write up for Bullseye after it was quite funny. I enjoyed it.
Which one was that?
You read that after the one after Bullseye.
I made a lot of stuff up there, like about, I thought we lost Justin Hood and he was hiding in a pint glass, and
but that's funny. That's funny.
But that didn't really happen. But
that ties in with, like, when Shoots put the post up saying, I bought him a shot. Why does it look like a pint in his hand?
Yeah.
So it makes sense, and it's funny.
I better laugh, because I know these guys. See, the thing is, right, as well, people don't forget, like, when these journalists write stuff on darts, they don't know the players, right? I know the players. I work with them, the mates of mine. So I'll go in there, have a laugh, because I know they'll be okay with it. And I go a bit further with lads I know. So with lads like Dobes and Duzzer, I know I can go a bit further with them because I know them, So if I don't know them, I don't know them personally, but I know all of them say hello to.
Yeah.
Have a laugh with it.
I find that they all come from the same background, working class pub
they're
background.
Not like sportsmen, like where you can't get close to Lewis Hamilton or Rory McIlroy. You can't bump them in Tesco. These are normal lads. They're famous.
See Alan Tudor. Mac and him would be really friendly. And Alan came to my academy. He was over seeing guide dogs a couple of weeks ago. And Mac reached out and just said that Danny's going to... I picked him and his wife up and brought them... He actually called... There's a wee lad, Kai, in my academy. I sponsor him. And he lives about 5 doors down from me. Alan says, right, know what we'll do? So I was bringing him. I'll call at his door. And Alan knocks his door and says, right, Kai, come into the academy. And then he went in and he did a wee interview with our boys. I'll be honest, Alan Shooter was
he's a gent, but a lot like Alan. If you get to know him, Alan's a real gent, and he's just a really nice guy who just happens to be very, very good at darts. And a lot of them are like Alan. You can name most of the guys.
Absolutely,
you go for a pint with them, a laugh with them, but when it comes to playing darts, they're really good. And
it's like Duzzer said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Duzzer's statement was, darts is for the working class. It's a working classman's sport.
Yeah. That's why it is that. Yeah. So they're very approachable, these guys. There's one or two that aren't, obviously, because just that's the way they are. I mean,
the foreign ones would have been maybe because they don't have the same humour as us, and they don't have the same ways.
It's just the Dutch guys. I mean, like Noppert's a lovely fella, and there's a lot of lovely guys, but then some would be a bit more standoffish. And then the British guys I know, the British and Irish guys, are just, I don't know one British or Irish guy that I wouldn't go to the pub and have a laugh with, or I haven't had gone to the pub and have a laugh with. They're all sound. The foreign guys, because obviously we've got a certain unique sense of humour in Britain, you know, you wouldn't be. But I spoke to I did an interview with Madaz that went up today. Lovely guy, brilliant English. Better English than most place of England.
Better than ours.
Lovely guy. But then you got, like, say, Chris Dobey, right? He's a really nice guy, but same Wessel Nyman. Nice fellas, but just business. They'll go in there.
Yeah.
There's no joking. That kind of, they're there to work. That's their mindset. Like, you know, business. Go off out. I'm sure outside of darts, they're just normal, everyday fun. Husbands, fathers, that kind of thing, mates. But they don't have the same approach as some dart players. They go there for a bit of a laugh and play darts, like, but they'd be more like straight edge. You know, these are the guys like just go there. It's business. They got the business head on. So you got the guys like that. Not saying they're boring, but just they go in there to work.
Yeah.
They go there to do the job and they go home. Like a lot of people this day and age, we're different at work than we're at home. But yeah, the sound guys. I mean, I've not met one that's not, well, not one, but
I said it. I see Tommy Morris.
Who?
Tommy Morris
I had a run-in with somebody last week, actually. There's a girl, you probably guess the name, but I don't want to say it. If you guess it, great. So this female player, right? She's a good female player, you know, above average. Wouldn't be like anywhere near Bo and Fallon them, but she's a good player. And she's a big advocate for female darts. Big advocate. She's the one that's on Facebook and on X say, you know, the girls don't get enough exposure. You know, we need to get this, we need to get that. Or it's all PDC this, and you know, we don't get enough exposure. So I've got this company, right, and I'm trying to like get exposure. So I'm writing about ladies darts a lot, getting a lot of compliments. Shares like Dita, Lisa, Trina, Fallon, all the other girls, and they're sharing with posts and all that. You know, they're great because they're thinking, oh, great, we've got somebody now who wants to give us exposure. Brilliant. You know, we love it. It's fun. It's a good bit of writing. It's fun. And then she slammed me all over X saying I harassed girls to share my posts, which is nonsense. She got a bit of grief over that, apparently, from certain people because they're saying, well, look, we got somebody who wants to push female darts and you're alienating the guy. Like, you know, so she was a bit pissed off for that, but she's a bit like, that's the way she is. She's a bit of a...
Who do you think that was, Mac?
I know who it was. I read the post.
Yeah, you know who it was. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to deny it either, right? But she's been a bit of a, what we call, like, where I'm from, a bit of a gobshite. You know, she's like a bit of a stirrer. She tends to, like, you know, rub people up the wrong way and that. But she just made it personal. Rather than come to me, she had my number and say, you know, I wasn't even, like, asking her. I was asking, like, the other girls. And all the other girls I asked shared it. Nat Gilbert, you know, Rhiannon Sullivan, Vicky Prune was great. All the other girls shared it and said no problem at all. Not one refused to share it. Or I think there's one or two, but they said good piece, Paul. Just didn't put up on the Facebook page, but said really good piece, Paul. Thank you. Or long lines of we appreciate what you're doing for me darts. Like Dee was like that, Lise was like that, Vicky, you know, Trina was like that. They're all great. But for some reason she took umbrage for me asking other players to, I was harassing them, quite a strong word, when I wasn't harassing anybody. I was asking to share it for them and for me, obviously. So anyway, that's what she's like apparently. So I won't use it.
Well, I don't actually. I'm ashamed I don't know who it is. To be honest with you, after you've named nearly every other player.
If you read my recent piece on WADC, you'll know who it was because I kind of like took a shot back, but don't piss a dart fighter off. If you want to like attack me with words,
I think I know that.
Don't go after me with words, you know, because I've got the platform and I've got the audience and that, and you know. But look, she's learnt a lesson, you know. Hopefully she'll back in the box now, and that's it. And you'll see. But shit happens in Blackpool. But it was fun. I enjoyed doing that.
I thought I thought when we were talking about Dozer there, it was going to be a perfect segue for Zara joining, but they're 2 minutes late, Mac. 2 minutes late.
Yeah, she must feel like you, Danny.
I think she'll be on. She really wants to come on. She was like, she's that busy. She had it in her head, like, she's got a million things to do, thinking like 10 o'clock.
Oh, 100%. Like,
and bang, it's like, you know.
I genuinely don't think I know any other female right now at this moment in time who's got their head on fire as much as Zara has.
Well, she can. I mean, now's the time to take a back seat. I said to her the other day, I said, look, you've done a great job. Everyone's delighted with it. All the hard work, it comes to fruition. That one night in Bradmore Farm on Thursday night, wasn't it? Yeah. Did a great job. Just take a step back now and just recognise what you've done, not just,
But she won't, by the way. She'll be thinking, she's thinking of the next one. She's going the next one now.
That's how she works. I'm the same as her in a way. I'm always thinking, if I write a piece, I put my Cadby piece on it, flies out, my Corey Cadby piece, which went down great. Did you want to talk about that, by the way, the Corey Cadby one? Because that's the one that really... Yeah. So
well,
Corey,
I thought you were going to try and get him on. He was messaging him another one. I'll tell you what Paul loves to do, by the way, mate. He loves doing accents. Every time I ring him, he do go ahead. What do you say when I ring you? It doesn't matter what time it is.
How's it going? 12 in the morning to you. I can't do them.
Doesn't matter what time it's at.
I try them. Some I can do better than others. I mean, what it was with Corey, we did Q school. So Macca, my boss Mac, he said, right, Paul, I want you to go over to Germany, meet Corey, look after him, and get him his tour card. And we had like 10 days. It was just brilliant. We had such a laugh. Great lad. And then we got on really well. And then I was gutted as much as anybody. It didn't come off. But then the other day I saw his dad online, and I talked to his dad and said, where's Corey? Is he out? And he gave me his phone number. So I got in touch and we FaceTimed that day and had a good laugh. That was last week. I said, look, mate, there's a lot of stuff being said. I said, I've got my own business now. You trust me. You trust I'll do the truth. Do you want to put it all out there? Put your side, and then that'll put all to bed all the other shit that's been written about you. Because then they can't say anything because it's from the horse's mouth now. So all the stuff that's been speculating about, there it is now. So we're going to do a follow-up now, I think, next week about, I've got part 2, and I'm going to do a follow-up with that, with Corey. I've got loads of plans, like people that I'm going to chat with. But yeah, he's a good kid. I like Corey. I know he's done some daft things and all that, and he got some shit, but when all said and done, he's a mate of mine, and we got on really well.
Mate, at the end of the day, mate, we're all human.
Yeah. He'd be the first one to say he's been an idiot. The first one. We had a laugh about what he did, and I was saying, really? He did that? He went to Hungry Jack's without a mask on, asked for a safe. Why don't you ask for a burger like anybody else?
So what is the story there? Go ahead.
I did a big article. So if you want to go to my website and go into the exclusives, 3 or 4, I think I've got. The last one was obviously Raspberry today. I've got Bryson Laurie. I think I did Wilson, and then I think the 4th most recent one is Corey. And it's an interview with him. So yeah, he was high on coke. He went to Hungry Jack's and off his tits and asked for the safe. Had no mask on. What did he get for that? Was it 9 months? And then
I didn't know this. I'm not joking. I did not know that. I'm not joking.
Yeah. Read the article. It's the interview's all in there.
You did send me a poll before you did.
I did about last week. I think I described him as like a gothic-looking lesbian, which is quite funny. When he first turned up. But yeah, we have a sentence to him. So look, what jacket is, mate? He goes, oh, you're fucking funny, mate. So
there's the accent. He loves it.
Yeah, mate. After a week with Corey, I was almost speaking Australian, like with NX and mate. But we had such a good laugh. He's a great kid, and I just really enjoyed it. And it was to get his tour card was probably my best moment in darts. When I worked in darts like for 3 years with the players, and that was when I sunk to my knees when he beat. I love Karl Sedlacek, and thankfully he got his tour card anyway the next day. Thankfully, but when he beat Karl to get the tour card, it's like so overwhelmed. I was just so happy. Went out had a few drinks that night on the venue, and we just celebrated. It was just great because we just got on really well. He's a normal guy. So looking forward to. The plan was Mac was going to get a place near me, and I was going to look after him, like drive to the venues, look after him. That was the plan, but obviously it never happened, which is gutting really because I would have really enjoyed that. But that's a sad thing that he regrets it, but. Look, he's going to hopefully join the ADA next year. I do this circuit in Australia. I said to him, going to do the ADA next year. He goes, what's that? I said, fucking hell. So I emailed Matt Port and asked Matt Port, so I've not this is an exclusive as well. I emailed Matt Porter, said, if he does well in the ADA, can he play the World Series? And Matt went, yeah, as long as there's no DRA regulations against him, which there aren't, then yeah, no problem. So if he goes in DRA next year, he wants to get some sponsorship. So hopefully he can get sponsorship. And if he gets that, then he can go into DRA, and the ADA, and he'd do really well because he's a great player. And he come out of jail, I think, in January, and a week later he played doubles match with his brother, local tournament, and he averaged like 93.
Probably playing darts in jail.
You can't play darts in jail. You don't give him darts. You're joking me. He's a hardened criminal. Don't give him 3 bits of like tungsten missiles.
I don't know.
Play with you. I doubt. I think it's chess and cards. You can't play darts in jail.
I would say you can't. I don't know. That's a question I want you to ask him. That's a question from Danny Anderson. You ask him.
I don't think they'd allow hardened criminals 3 sharp pointy objects because it needs to be weapons, can't they? I might be wrong, but I'll be asking. Soft tip, maybe. I'll be asking next. I'll say, did he play darts in jail?
That's Danny Anderson's question for him.
But I know for a fact that his brother told me this as well. Leading up to Germany for Q school, he didn't play anything for months. He didn't even pick up a set of darts before he got to Germany. Didn't play at all, and he went and played amazing. He's just a natural player. Like, I mean, Luke Littler's obviously the benchmark for natural ability. You say Van Gerwen, Adrian Lewis, and Michael Smith. But I'd put him easily in that category. And that's how good he is naturally. He's as good as Smith, Lewis, Van Gerwen. Bunting's a good natural player. Littler, obviously, we know about Luke Littler, but I would put him right there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. For someone who's not played for that long and then to 93 average.
Yeah.
In a doubles game where we know it's harder to get a big average doubles game, it's harder.
Like, we don't know if he was playing G or not yet. So
we don't, but I do know he did for Germany, and he got his tour card there too. So I can believe it.
And
if he did play in jail, you got to think like what level of competition he's going to play.
No, I'm just thinking that would just be I never thought of the sharp object part of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a good reason he probably can't play that. I don't know for a fact. I'm pretty sure they don't allow darts in jail. The same reason I'm on planes, but again, I don't know. I'm going to find out. So I'm going to find out. But yeah, we'll be chatting next week for the Cappy Dingo Diaries Part 2.
You did a bit I've just before Zara messaged you or anything, just because I want to talk about Bullseye, just to see if she's coming on just before we start talking.
She'll be on. She'll be on.
Because
fashion lady, isn't she? So that's what you do, isn't it?
And listen, it was technically, I think people were thinking this was on 10:30 night anyway, so I
wonder why you thought
that. Probably my promotion.
But 10:20, and I had to change it to 9 o'clock. So how many people are watching, by the way?
There's can you just say no?
No.
So it's been gone up and down from like 9, 11, and now there's 2 now. But I mean, it's been going on.
Or 9 or 10.
But like, if Dom's sat at 60 the whole time.
But that's Tom Taylor. You probably switch on to see Chris Dobey or some ugly mug instead of him.
I know. I never actually said Dobey was on. I just back once and it was a photo of it. But I thought it doesn't, as I say, it was short notice on that bit, but I do want to talk to Mag about it anyway in general. I want to message to see if Thomas was. Do you want to? We'll take a 2, 3, 5 minute break or something.
I was going to take a 2-minute break, toilet break, mate,
yeah.
and then you can do your admin.
I'll just keep it on and just like nip outside.
Yep, I can actually just can you do it there? Can you do it, Mac?
No, it needs to be you, mate.
I'm not in a room, so I'd have to mute it.
That's fair. I'll find it here. Just work away there, boys.
Back in 5, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll find
it in the meantime, all right?
Yes,
we're going to go for an advertising break. Join us after this break.
Yes, he's good.
Work for our sponsors.
I don't want to press something because I ended or anything. Must be a break. Mac, I think you did it the last time, Mac.
I didn't, mate. You did.
No, I don't want to press recording. Look at this shit, like a fucking monkey. Oh, I swear you did it, man.
I never, mate. I didn't have control it.
Settings. No. I was going to take the other outside. Are you in, Thomas?
All right.
Are you not on the screen? Oh. Can you see yourself on the screen? We took a break there. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're not on the screen. Can you see yourself on the screen?
Yeah.
Just text so you come back on. You. On.
Can you see Paul? Can you see Thomas? Can you see
No,
Thomas?
mate.
Like?
No, mate.
I just text Dara. I've not seen a message yet. I'll let you know when she replies, mate.
Yeah.
We book anyway. We book.
Zara's
I'd like it.
ready. Zara's ready to
Still
come in
later.
as well.
Is it?
Can you see him now, Danny?
No.
No, it's not. Mac, can you not do anything, Mac? On this, no. You should
No,
still
mate.
be able to do everything. It's still, I don't know why you.
Football score 0-0. Brazil, Norway 0-0. Go back on.
Only thing I can see is comments. I can't see who's in the lobby or that.
I just messaged
I know,
there.
but yeah. Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, Paul. Is it?
She's not seen a message yet.
Or someone writing any Operation Bullseye. Champster. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to talk about that. I want to put Thomas on. Why can I not get? We've done 4 before. Sorry, Paul. Give it 2 seconds. This is when I get left in charge of anything. Like shouting.
What
There's
you
your dog. Whose dog's that?
Well, that's Max. Family
Where's
must be
Mac
home
wearing
there.
tops, actually.
All right.
No, nothing with Zara yet.
Is that him now? There is her.
Is that Wee Thomas?
See him now.
Yeah, we can see you now, Thomas. Look how beautiful you are, son. Look at you.
Oh, there we are on top right.
Danny, we can't see her, so she size your head.
What? What? You some cheek boy. Paul,
back
just
live.
that's us. We're live at home time there. I never Paul. I didn't know how to. So just want to introduce you, Paul. This is Thomas Elliott, one of my youth players.
Hi, Thomas.
He just signed with Jack at Unicorn, first ever
Oh,
player
Unicorn.
from Northern.
You, Jay.
He's just turned 15 there. They announced it in his birthday.
Well done,
He's
Tom.
Northern Ireland. Go ahead, Thomas. Tell him. I'm not going to sell you anymore. Thomas, you can go ahead. Tell him what you're doing this week and what you've done so far in your career.
So,
What?
wait, Tuesday to play Europe Cup for 4 days, and I'm right.
When are you going? Does that start on the 9th, doesn't it? I think.
I don't know. I think so.
When is it? Wednesday it starts.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday, which is the hold on now, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, isn't it? Yeah, it starts on. So you're part of it. Is it a four boy team?
4 boys and 2 girls.
So who's in your team with you? Which are the 3 boys?
Me, Christian Ennis, Leo Jimison, and Lacey.
I know Christian Ennis, good player. Yeah, I know that name.
Yeah.
So it's fancy your chances.
I'd say we'll have a good go, especially a team event. Team event should be all right.
What's the format? Do you know, is it a group stage first, Thomas? Do you know?
Yeah, group stage is first, and then knockouts.
How many teams in the group?
For team event, I don't know, but in my group singles, there's 3.
Right. Okay. So so singles is 3. I think is it 24 nations or how many nations taking part? I think it's 24. I think off the top of my head.
4.
So it'd be 6 groups of 4, probably, wouldn't it? I would have thought you play each other once, and the top 2 go through. I don't know how they're going to work it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So or top 1 and best. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to work it, but yeah. Hopefully do well.
Paul, well, sorry. You see, can you share this to your Facebook or anything? You should be able to. I just shared it on Facebook. Everyone should be able to share it on their own platform. If you can't worry.
Just go to Ruthless Darts, yeah?
I'm just going to jump straight in. Thomas, obviously, congratulations, mate. We knew Unicorn was on the table, mate. And it finally came. And it was announced on your birthday. How did it feel when they came over to Northern Ireland for you to sign the contract?
Oh, it felt good. It felt amazing, like, to finally get an opportunity to be signed by such a big company. Like.
That's all down to you, mate. That's all down to you, how you've conducted yourself, mate. And your darts are doing the talking for you, mate. You know, to win your first title on home soil, mate.
I've shared it, sorry.
You know, so obviously the Northern Ireland Open hasn't been over there for a few years, mate. How to win it, obviously on the return, must have been special, and then I think that's put you in good stead, mate, to get you that deal with Unicorn. So, congratulations for me, mate. And I hope it all works out for you, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I see comments there. Lily gasp. Any up Bullseye champs there? Yeah, Darren McMahon. You not see the
Surely
comments
you know.
there?
Yeah, that was the only one so far. No, but
What more
Thomas is
There's only 2 of them. You got one of me. The other was in bed.
That might have been the one everyone wanted to see, you know.
No, it was Darren, not Chris. No,
we'll have a wee chat with Darren, but
he's in bed, by the way. He's not even getting up for the football. He's not going to bother. He's not
getting up for the football.
No,
some people have got work tomorrow.
He's got a busy day tomorrow. He's going to work, so he said he's playing some darts event tomorrow. I don't know what he's on about.
There's Charlene Skelton. That's Kay's. That's Kay's mum. Remember the one that was saying, Paul, that turned up to his house? Hello, Charlene.
Hi, Charlene.
So, with Thomas, what's it feel like to be? As I say, I obviously speak to you quite often. Do you feel confident now? I know that you were wondering why no one had sort of took on you, but we were always working on stuff in the background, waiting on the right company to get you. And you know,
I feel more confident now, especially the signing. Just a lot of pressure left it.
Mm-hmm.
Some big names linked to Unicorn, mate. You know, like. And it's big shoes to fill, mate. Big footsteps to follow, mate. But if you keep doing what you're doing, then you'll smash it, mate.
I'd be okay with Dobey wrapping the door next.
He'll be asleep by now.
But Thomas as well. When it comes, Jamie came to me, he would speak it, and Jamie really, really likes him. So that's a big part of why he's saying. But Unicorn too, Jamie's going to be helping him out too.
Yeah,
You know what I
you've
mean?
got obviously Gary's with him, Anderson. You've got Wadey's been there for years. Mensor's with him. I can't think who else now, but yeah, a lot
Thomas
of
Elliott,
Tom Sykes,
Tom
Tom
Sykes,
Sykes,
Henry
of course.
Coates, Henry
Henry
Coates.
Coates.
Yeah, they got a good team there. They got some really good players there.
The
Yeah,
stable's class. The stable's class.
That's a nice guy as well. Yeah, obviously they have Phil Taylor for a long time, didn't they, as well?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they got some good players there. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, if they're interested in it, they ought to be half decent. They wouldn't be interested otherwise.
Yeah.
He's all right, but I'll tell you one thing: he's never beat me.
No.
No,
Sure you haven't, Thomas.
Never
Never beat
played.
me, boy.
that'd be a fair youth match, wouldn't it? He's 50. You not got school tomorrow, Thomas? No.
No. I put off last.
Are you saying up to watch your foot? Oh no, you're not even in it. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the World World Cup. You're not in, mate.
On the Mexico.
When
Oh,
he's
here we go. They all say this. I lived in Ireland for 20 years, right? They all put the Croatian tops or Mexico hats, right? Week later, United shirt, Liverpool shirt in the pub going, so, come on, lads.
Oh no. Half Mexican the night.
You're not half Mexican. What you had a fajita last night, mate?
I had jalapenos on my pizza today. Half
Yeah.
there. When are you leaving? When are you leaving to go to the cup? The Europe,
Tuesday.
Okay. Tuesday.
Oh.
Where do you fly? Where do you fly into?
Cork in it, yeah.
No, we're driving.
Oh, you're driving down. Sorry.
When you get wet, like. Oh, you're
No.
flying. That's I'm thinking Scotland. You're Northern Ireland, aren't you? Driving straight down, yeah. So yeah, it's Munster, North Munster, Limerick. You fly into Cork normally. If you're flying in from obviously the UK, you're flying into Cork because it's an hour drive from there to Limerick. But yeah, I've been to Limerick loads of times. That's where Willie's from. Willie.
They were in Kilkeel yesterday. That was a queer drive for you too.
Wow.
Missed a $9 up there today or yesterday.
Would you miss the 12?
Yeah, missed all 12.
Did
Oh, mate.
Yeah, I actually did.
In gameplay too.
It's a nightmare when it happens.
yesterday, Thomas. You never even mentioned that.
Oh yeah, what?
Mentioned it.
25.
Have you hit one, Thomas, before?
No, not in gameplay.
In practice?
Yeah, but I say practice doesn't count.
Yeah, but it's
And
still
Danny, when Thomas phones you, mate, he doesn't talk darts to you, mate, because you're not a darts player.
All he wants to talk about sponsorship. Who's sponsoring the next? That's all he wants to talk about. That boy.
You need to get it out there, mate.
No, I'm only joking. He's a pleasure to work with. Wee boy, honestly, he thought some of he's just an unbelievable player, and he walks into our place and the way you'll get the red carpet out for him when he comes down to our academy. They love him. Like there's a couple of wee boys trying to be him down there now.
And that's the thing, mate. And that's like as I said to a few other of the youths, mate. When you walk into a venue, mate, you want people to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you can walk into a venue, mate, and people respect you, then you've done something right.
Yeah.
I think this week will be great for you because obviously the bigger events you play, the more they'll prove you because you're playing like good kids your age and the top players in the world of your age. So it's going to improve you playing against a team of youth players. So you're gonna obviously there's some cracking young player. I think is Mitchell going over there? Mitchell Lowry and them and Bryceland. Yeah, they are. Yeah. So some cracking players there, and you've got to play obviously well. So it'll probably bring your game up. When you play better players, you'll play better yourself because otherwise, you won't get much.
Yeah.
Are they going to? Will we be seeing the Thomas Elliott signature celebration over there? Will we?
We'll see.
Which is
1 million views on TikTok. It has.
What is it?
Just go mental.
Just going mental. It's just a signature celebration.
That got 1 million views.
Aye.
Just do that. Then doesn't matter about Daz. Just
His
do
dad, Thomas.
it for 26.
Mark was telling me he was doing that after he played me.
That's wee Lee Shields. He's another one of our boys. He's win by 360. Same for them when he was 11. He's only just turned 12.
Mark
He's,
said to me after you beat him, I think he went on a spree for about 4
He's
days.
12.
And I think his running average wasn't below 85 or something. I must have put a rocket. I must have given him a wee boost there, Thomas.
Yeah.
Can you ask someone?
I was watching, mate, and you were just absolutely butchering people.
Who inspired you to get into darts, Thomas? Was it Gurney or Rock, one of the Irish players?
My dad.
So who are your idols then? Who'd you love to, if you go play against one person tomorrow, who would you love to play against? Josh?
Don't know, just anybody.
Everyone.
Anybody can get it, my right boy.
You're not too fussed, really, are you?
No.
He's asking Thomas, who's your idol in darts? Who do you look up to in darts?
Yeah.
Who did you?
Rock and Gurney.
Other than your dad now.
And obviously Brendan.
Still.
Who do you say there?
Is that lager a monster?
There's that.
Other drinks are available.
Don't know. Probably Gurm.
Gurney, yeah. I mean, because he was the first Northern Irish major winner, wasn't he? In the PDC.
No, Gurm Price Welsh, I think.
No, I mean...
no Gurney, Gerwin Price.
No, Gurney was the first Northern Irish player to win a PDC major.
Gurney?
Is the only Northern Irish player to win a PDC major?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's won the World Cup. Here she is, finally.
Hi. Sorry,
Evening.
I've no invite. Never joined a live before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
You did a whole thing for an hour the other day, chatting away.
Whole thing on what?
You did an hour talking about defence, talking about Operation Bullseye on memory. You did it on the I said about subtitles. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, and that went all the pot as well, if you remember.
It was all right.
What have I missed?
So we haven't even
nothing about Operation Bullseye.
We haven't spoke. Paul's talked for an hour and 11 minutes.
What about?
We've just been talking, we've just been chatting, and then obviously we've got young Thomas Elliott in, who's just recently been sponsored by Unicorn.
Nice.
You know,
Went
captain.
Over to a Bullseye.
Say again?
Wasn't Danny supposed to be coming over?
Yeah, he had family matters back home.
Oh, well, we'll let him off then.
I'm absolutely raging, to be honest.
We'll not talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that.
First being Mac of Spokey, he's huffing him.
So now Zara's finally here. Fastly late, half an hour late.
I've been sat here. I've been working here all night, to be honest.
We're here now, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Defence Darts and the organiser of Operation Bullseye 1 and 2, Miss Sarah Durant. Go.
Thomas, do you want to be here for this, Thomas, or do you want to go and practice?
I don't know.
It's up to you. You can stay on. I'm happy you stay in because it gets your name out there. So that's all right. As long as you're not. Go ahead.
Are you free next July, Bradmore Farm?
Yes. First of all, I want to say, Zara, well done.
Thank you.
Take that in and listen to us when we're saying that to you, and because you are unbelievable what you do. So please take it on board and go and sit back and look at what you've done. So well done.
Obviously,
well done to you too, Darren.
This will come out later on, but I don't know anybody in the world that could order. I don't know numbers, X amount of tops, and then to be sitting in Turkey at 10 to 12 the night before an event, 0700 in the morning, they've landed in the UK, and by about 3 o'clock, I think they were in Bradmore Farm after a 3-hour phone call.
Is that what happened? I didn't know that.
Even just to pull that off, to get your contacts within Target to pick these boxes up for you to drop them off on their way is absolutely phenomenal. The story behind it's even better.
Yeah, there were customs. I was speaking to UPS. I was like, you don't understand. I need these shirts. The players from my event is wearing them, and they're like, they were like, no, they need to be cleared through customs. Then UPS will get back hold of them. Then they need to go to this other depot. Even if UPS had hold of them, you can't go and collect them direct from Stansted Airport. And I'm just thinking, oh yeah, I can't be having this. I ended up phoning customs direct at Stansted, And luckily, I got speaking to a guy who, he's a reservist fireman. Do you know, and he said they'd just played a game of cricket against the army team at Aldershot the day before. So luckily, he understood the importance of military sport, and he was like, "I'll go and speak to them, sort it out for you." And then the release. And I spoke to Lucy from Target, and Target HQ is not far from Stansted. She was like, "Well, I'll go and pick them up for you." So then the next thing, Lucy gone from Target straight to Stansted Airport, and brought them, and they arrived an hour before the event started.
Very good. Like. That's just the stress you needed, wasn't it? Like,
Oh
what the
yeah,
heck?
no, I know, but we pulled it off. Do you know what I mean? People are like, "What was Plan B? What was Plan C?" Do you know? I was like, "It has to happen. I don't have a Plan B, and it just will happen." And I had 3 hours on the phone on that morning. I couldn't let it go. I was like, "No, I can't. I can't because it has to happen," and then it did. So, all good.
Yeah, so it was
I
bravo
mean,
on
they
farm.
could have
Well, some-
wore their own clothes if worst comes to the worst.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Fair enough. Sorry,
was
did
my
you
plan B.
fancy Darren and Chris to win it from they were paired together? I did, like, as soon as I seen that.
2 seconds. Oh, can I come back in a bit, please? Because I just need to. My son's just woke up. I just need to speak to him.
Aye. No
I
worries.
don't
Of course.
know why.
I see we'll take it. Come on.
There we go.
Did she leave or did she? I don't know.
Aye, it's honestly that story. See when she told me it, mate. Like she was on the phone to customs for 3 hours, mate, to get these tops. Mad, like
Jesus.
absolutely crazy.
Mark,
can
you want to?
imagine
Oh,
going
he's the big last player, isn't
Yeah, here he is. He's playing now, isn't he? 8-9 data, Tom. Let us know, mate. Yeah.
He's always on that. He's always on there.
Now, that's
He's not.
Danny, he's away there to practice, so.
Has he got no school tomorrow?
No, he's
No,
off school.
they're on
He's
summer
probably-
leave now. They're on summer
Probably
holidays.
standing in there now and practice.
Already? They broke up already over there.
So Northern Ireland,
He's
they're on.
probably
They got
practicing for a
9
couple
weeks,
of
don't
hours
they?
in England match.
Why did they get 9 weeks?
Northern Ireland get 9 weeks, mate. Aye.
9 weeks.
That
Yeah.
seems
9
unfair.
weeks of torture.
9 weeks they torture on you, Mark.
You're right, mate.
No, but
Me-
listen, Mark. Again, just to go through it, but I know he's going on. You're a big part of what that wee boy's doing too. So you
Oh, aye.
travel up and down. You travel up and down the country. You travel everywhere. So fair play to you too. And me and you had a good chat with. We haven't released it yet. Obviously, we know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
You were very like emotional on Tuesday, and it's good to see that he's getting looked after. Right?
Oh,
Great.
it's brilliant. Definitely, it's brilliant.
Yeah, wish him all the very best, mate, over there. I hope he. I just hope he plays like, I think. Obviously, want to win it, but as long as he plays justifies himself and plays like he wants to play, and then whatever happens, happens. You know.
Well, I've told him, no matter who it is, just not. He's not. He's playing a board, not. He's playing the board, not the person.
Correct.
100%, man.
If he keeps
Play
playing,
your game.
not the person, he'll do well.
But I'll say the most important thing for Thomas is just go and enjoy the experience, because
Yeah.
a lot of kids would love to be in that situation, but just not good enough. But enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it, and anything else is a bonus. You know.
Yeah, I say you'll hear a couple of Gerwin Price roars, but the end, trust me on that.
Hope so. I'll be keeping an eye. Is it streamed, by the way? Any of it? It's streamed live.
It's all on
I think it's
YouTube,
all on YouTube. They have all the stations set up on YouTube, just waiting for it to go live.
Aye,
So
Mark,
they'll
just
still have all the-
share it into the WhatsApp for us, mate, when you get it, will you?
Aye, I will and did, mate.
I'll keep an eye out for it on the youth page, and I think Jerry's the organizer, isn't he? Jerry, isn't it? I'll keep an eye on his pages, and if there are links there, I'll report it anyway. But obviously, I'll do that for Darts Connect. It's on Darts Connect. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be able to watch it. So I'll be able to report on it anyway. But yeah, hopefully it's all the kids play like they want to play. It's nothing worse than getting there and then not performing. So as long as they perform and enjoy themselves, and whatever happens, you know.
That's it. You're right. Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, it's a great.
100%.
He's bang on target there. But.
Yeah, I am, boy. I learn a curve from them all, and it'll obviously, these are the events that kind of improve players, especially at that age, because they mix it with the best. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee, to answer that, the best player I've played to date would be Josh, mate, obviously on BVDs, but I played Chris Dobey the other night, mate. He beat me 3-1, but we both had a 91 average, so it was a decent enough game, mate.
Good answer. Best pro I've played, probably Dimitri or Damon. Probably. Both
Right.
beat.
All here, boys.
Yes, Mark.
Mark,
Good
all the
luck,
best,
sir. I'll
mate.
give you a shout out.
Safe
Mark.
travels, mate.
All the
Right,
best.
Thomas.
Safe travel, Matt.
Danny.
Good luck, Thomas.
Thomas, good luck.
Yo.
He's in there. He should it in. Thank you very much.
All right, mate. Take care, man. Have a good flight. See you, mate.
Right.
Bye. Then there were
I
four.
didn't think Mark would have.
Oh, guys,
Sorry,
I'm sorry
I was
about
just
that.
that's one of my youth
But
players. He just said
when
for
you've got
unicorn
kids,
stuff, so he's the first
it just
ever
happens,
Northern
doesn't it?
Ireland
What
to
can you
get
do?
that deal. So
You know, I've got
good
kids.
deal
I'm a
for him,
kid.
just wanted to talk down for him.
Health. So go on, Zara. Can you have you a chance to reflect back and just take a breathe and look back in now, or are you planning Operation 3?
No, to be fair, I am still processing Thursday night. It's a lot. Like I spend 7-8 months on it, and Mac will know I put my heart and soul into it, and it takes a lot out of me. So yeah, I don't think I'm fully over Thursday yet. I haven't even done a proper social media post reflecting, and I love a social media post, so that's how I know. And plus I've got 4 guys going out to Las Vegas for the World Masters next week, so I've had to I haven't had time really to kind of process that. I've got stuff to do for the guys going to Vegas, so I've been busy on that. But hopefully next couple of days I'll be able to properly reflect and take it all in.
My volume's up, by the way, Mac. I'm just going to let you work away. I can't hear anything.
What was the
worries.
hardest, most challenging part of it all?
The hardest part,
Most challenging part of the whole thing, the whole 8 months. Was the one thing it was giving you the most difficulty?
Oh, I just needed 2 of me and more hours in the day and more days in the week.
Speaking as a bloke, it would all be 2 of you. 22,000 of you would be nice.
And
in my local.
And it's difficult. There was loads of people within the committee, within the community who want to help, but because I'm so fixated on certain with my vision of what I want, it's difficult for people to help me because I can't let things go. So
How was it to get the 16?
My vision of what I want. It's difficult for people to help me because I can't let things go. So
What's going on?
We
Danny,
got
with some audio.
rewind it.
my vision of what I want. It's difficult for people to help me because
So that's me. I can't hear anything. Sorry, go ahead.
Is that you, Zara, with your phone on? Your Facebook
No,
on?
it's Danny. Danny's audio's went.
no.
All right. Zara, how was it to get the 16 pros?
Oh, getting the pros, that was the easy part.
And that uncle fella you got was all right, isn't he?
He was the first to come back.
Obviously.
Although he doesn't play anymore, does he? He doesn't play darts anymore. I know he does a couple of exhibitions, but I don't think he enjoys playing darts. He's really good commentating, isn't he? So
No, he's coaching now and comms.
Yeah.
Because I was with him that last year on tour, and it was painful. I was a guy driving back to the hotel after we lost in the first round with an average that you wouldn't see from Glendon, and it was painful to watch because you know how great he was. So to watch him struggle against players that he'd smashed normally was heartbreaking, and that's what Dimmy's going through right now. So it's heartbreaking to watch, but he's, I knew he'd find his foot in coaching. And I asked him the other week, what would you rather do, coach or comms? He went comms.
Yeah, so maybe next time, or one time in the future, he might be more comfortable, being involved, doing commentary or what have you. Who knows?
Ambassador.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Our Jamie's he's up and coming. I'd like to get him involved. So
yeah, bring him on, bring the whole lot.
I know, bring
them all. Bring your son.
I know. Oh, did you see that interview with our Glenn with
Silver.
when our dad and Bruno jumped on him
Yep.
during the interview? Oh God.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw.
Obviously, part of that interview, Zara, the comments that, like, obviously Uncle Glenn made
Daz, I
about you.
can't hear you.
You don't hear me, no?
I can see your mouth's moving, but I can't hear anything.
Just me and you, Zara, like the old days, eh?
It's just me and you.
Just me and you. What do you want to talk about, Cody Rhodes? So, Middlesbrough, what do you want to talk about? You wouldn't get that. It's a wrestling joke. We've lost them.
Yes.
No,
No.
it was great. I mean, yeah, like you said, I wouldn't imagine you have much problem. How did you get Richie last minute? Was it literally a last minute thing, or did you have a few days?
Richie was already going to Bradmore Farm. He was coming to the event.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so it was like, oh my God, he's already going anyway. He's going just to like enjoy watching it. And so we just said like, do you mind getting up and playing and what have you? And he said yes straight away.
It was anyway, yeah. So that's like no problem at all. But you'd have found somebody else short notice anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't think we would have had a problem. Even still, we only had 2 days. But I can see Daz is back. Can
Can you hear me?
Oh yes, I can hear you.
There
now.
we go. Sorry, what I was saying, obviously, you're talking about the interview where, obviously, your dad and Bruno jumped in. Obviously, Glenn, your Uncle Glenn, sorry, made he didn't make it. He said a statement about yourself. How did that make you feel hearing that for your Uncle Glenn?
What statement? He said a couple of things, didn't he?
Yeah, like you're laser focused. You've what you do and what you believe in, and you just go straight for it. There's no hesitating.
No, I know. So he it is nice hearing. Our Glenn's always been proud of me, like with my military career. Like everyone
Aye.
from back home, they're all like, "Oh, isn't yours Zara done well?" And in my mind, I'm like, I've just got a job, do you know?
Aye,
But they
aye.
always were proud of me anyway, being in the military. And it was me proud of Glenn, like with all the darts thing, and that was my inspiration. He's never been behind pushing get data recognised sport in the military or anything like that. But whenever I've asked him to support, like I went down to the Falklands, and the PED flight at down in the Falklands were doing. They were starting up. Do you know the what's it called? Do you know the park run when they run 5K?
Yep.
And to encourage people to do the park run, they said, "Oh, Zara, do you think you'll be able to bring some darts from your Uncle Glenn that we can offer as a prize to like, you know, the winner or what have you of the park run?" And I was like, oh, I'll ask him. And straight anything like that, he's always been like supportive.
Aye.
So, but like hearing it about me within darts, yeah, because it's me that's proud of him in darts. So for him to
Aye.
say he's proud of me of something in darts, it's like, yeah. And then he's right. Was saying about my family, my mum, my sisters, my dad, for them to drive all the way down to come to that event, and they all had such a great time. And it's nice because normally our family travels to darts events for Glenn, do you know?
Aye.
So like. So yeah, no, it's nice. We are a darts mad family. And what? But he said, what did he say? That I was a dreamer. And I do, but also like I do. Like people think some of the stuff that I say that I would like to do, I think they think it's a bit far fetched. But after a bit, they like I don't put anything past her. Like you know, like at festive the stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do a dart event and get 16 pros. That's gonna come for free. They'll be like, all right, yeah, dream on. But actually, I deliver. And so when I say stuff now, it's not like, oh yeah, whatever. It's like, yeah, I believe it. It'll happen.
Yeah, it's mad. Like it's mad. I was interviewed when I first arrived at Bradmore, and I've said it before. Like I'll say it again. Yes, we might not agree on some things, but what you've done from 2020, the end of 2023, 2024, the first Bullseye till now, it is astronomical for what you've done. It's like nobody. did I ever think darts would become a recognised sports? No, not a hope in the world. I didn't think.
I can
And
remember when the word was getting out, wasn't it, about dart in the military? Would you like to represent your service or your unit or whatever you're at dart? And I can remember we like one of our early conversations, and I'm sure you said, it must be on Facebook something, you didn't think that we would actually get there.
no,
Do you know what I mean? Like that we would get a recognised status. But it's mad because especially in the army, for Wednesdays they have sports afternoon, don't they? I used
aye.
to. And like now you genuinely can go and do darts, play
Yep, we go play
darts
darts. Aye,
on Wednesday afternoon. And at first everyone's like, who the hell signed this off? This is brilliant.
it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
some of the best nights I've had at darts have been part of army darts, military darts, defence darts community. Like, yes, I've had some cracking nights, like civilian wise as well, but to do it with people that you've served with or you've been on exercise with or anything like that just makes it even more special. And like the friendships you make as well. Like me, I'll name drop a few. Like me and the Big Apple. I love Big Dan Appleby. Man, Dan is an absolute legend. Yes, he's in the Navy. Somebody's got to be, but I love the big man. Danny Humphries, obviously challenged to him that with Danny on there. Danny's an absolute gem as well, man. Like I could Brett Morgan Williams, Jasper. Like we've all just became friends. It's mad, man, and that's just because like I would never have met any of these guys if it wasn't for Defence Darts.
Oh yeah, no, and I totally agree. But like you say, like to me, I feel like it's more than friends. Like I
Oh, it's
feel like
massive, man. It's a
it's a big
family.
family.
I
Yeah, I
think
genuinely do feel that.
I think for me, I think Suits' interview nailed it on the head, didn't it? Suits'
Yeah.
interview was. I don't think you could have explained it any better.
No,
We're a family.
I know, but it's mad because you look at the interview that Suits done on the first Operation Bullseye and compare it to that one. It like, do you know, the things was like, because we didn't have the recognised status then. It was about trying to demonstrate the appetite, do you know? And then 2 years later, we've got the recognised status. We were there. We were doing an event bigger and better, do you know? And yeah, like he's a great ambassador for everything that we're doing. He's been there from the very start to be a veteran himself, and to be a professional dart player. Like that was part of this, like the proposal to the sports board as well, do you know, because it's like we want more like Alan Suitors, do you know, and there's
Aye.
no reason why you can't. Like they can do the career in the military and then they can go on to be professional dart players on the big stage like Suits.
Is it
I,
the only one you can think of that was next vet playing right now?
Oh yeah, no, it just is. So there's only ever been that we know of, and anyway, one other military guy who has had a tour card, and that was Commander Gary Whittle. So he's still serving.
Yeah,
He ran
get it. I know the name. Yeah.
yeah. So he was one of the players at Up Bullseye actually on Thursday, but I think it was about 10 years ago. He had a tour card. He got through Q school, and he'd just come back from Afghan. Like it was up Herrick time and what have you. But that wasn't a recognised sport then, so he didn't get the support
the
or the
backing.
backing really.
Like I think right now, if somebody qualified, if someone had to, if somebody qualified now and got their tour card, I think you could play darts and still do your job at the same time in the army or the navy or the RAF.
Oh.
Well, I think it depends on like what role you're in. Do you know what I mean? But if you got a tour card, you would be able to, just like any other elite, elite. What's it called? It's like elite sportsman or
Yeah.
something like that within the military, and you get released from your day to day, like your primary role, and you represent the service in that sport that
Yep.
you are like competing at the top level for. So if anyone did, but that would just be like, can you imagine though, someone from Defence Darts getting a tour card and actually
Scary.
on the PDC.
I
But
can see it. I mean, the thing is, though,
I don't think we're far
you
away
get
from it.
in like November, December, you get the calendar out for the year. There's 34 events, tour events, they're all midweek. There's usually blocks of 2, so you know you can plan the whole year. And obviously, then obviously European events. If you qualify for the 15 European events, that's weekends. But you can actually get the calendar and you can plan it. But because it's now midweek, which might not be a big difference in the armed services. There's this like an office job where you don't work weekends, but you could obviously plan it for the year and then work around that. So you get like all the dates in advance where they're going to be: Leicester, Hildesheim, Wigan, Milton Keynes. So you can work around it. It's not a big deal, but it would be a stretch and for somebody to really put to get a tour card and to stay on the tour after 2 years, like. The lads that got a tour card, say 2-3 years ago, there's only 2 that kept it from all the Q School people. There's only 2. Well, Mario because of Dom Taylor, but there's only 2 that actually kept it. So it's so hard to keep the talk after 2 years. So you'd have to like be committed totally, and to try and balance that with any job, especially one in the armed forces, would be, I think, too much. And you have to pick either or. I think for that. I think if you're going to give it a really good go.
Yeah, but if you qualify for that and you're on the tour, then you're like that's professional level. Do you know?
Oh, it
so,
is.
And
But you got to win a game. You don't get a thing for turning up. You can get a tour card and not make a penny. Technically, you can lose all the first round games and not make a penny. You only make money when you win a game.
Yeah.
But that's what's going to be interesting as well. So when one of our guys does get a tour card, because I think we're not far away. Like, look at the standard within some of the
I agree. I think you're not far away at all.
And they're going to be playing with freedom because actually they get their wage from the military still. Do you know what I mean? So they're not playing a game of darts with that extra layer of pressure on because thinking this is putting food on the table for my family. They're playing with a bit more freedom because they're getting paid regardless.
The more likely thing I think will happen, you get a few guys go Q School. That means they can play challenge tour. If they start really well, like Joe Hunt, Derek Coulson on Challenge Tour, and they're top 6, they get all the call-ups to the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
I think that's more likely to happen before one gets a tour card, personally.
Yeah.
And then they get experience.
We've got a few Defence Darts players playing the Challenge Tour at the minute. In fact, Daz, you're playing the Challenge Tour.
Didn't Scarlett play as well? Jasper Scarlett, and he playing Challenge Tour.
Myself, Jasper Scarlett, Danny Humphreys, Chris Harvey.
And
how far have you got? Like, in what's the furthest you've gone? Oh, them guys.
I think Danny's last 32, last 16.
I think Chris Harvey has as well.
Chris Harvey as well.
Chris Harvey, like, see how
he was
he's
Dieter's partner, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was I mean,
mine was. My furthest was bold final. I got beat off Graham Usher.
Right. It's not going to get you a tour card. So it's not going to get you like high enough on the rankings to get a call up. But if you're getting top 16, you're obviously averaging about 80, 85, which is steady.
And like we're only new. Do you know what I mean? And we're still just starting. Like I know that you've all been playing darts for a while. Do you know? But like. There's how many people in the military, and now there's more people playing darts, more like playing more often. We've set up loads of darts, like rooms and what have you, on all these different camps, and so it's only going to be a matter of time where we are going to be pushing out more, like at a high level.
You're going to get maybe somebody gets off to a really good start in the year Challenge Tour, right? It's a really good first weekend, gets in top 6, gets a call up. I think that's what has happened next 2 years, call-ups. And then you have a good day, one good day on the Q School, just one good day, win 8 matches, and you've got a tour card.
And with the PDC do that thing, PDC in the community now, don't they? Where you can qualify for the likes of the UK Open through events at Riley's.
Qualify,
they do at different locations. I'm sure they do at the World Championship. Do you want to host a qualifier? And so you never know. Like some of our guys who don't have a tour card, they could qualify for events within the PDC in other ways. But do you know, darts is in such a good place at the minute, and like, and like, we're at the beginning. It's only there's no rush. It doesn't have to be this year or next year. We're here for a long time, do you know? And it's like, but I do think it's only going to be a matter of time before you've got someone from the defence stats on the PDC stage playing against us.
I'll say
No,
the next 2
100%.
years, in the next 2 seasons, you'll see somebody from defence starts perform on a Players' Championship, whether they got a tour card or not, whether they get a call up or a tour card. Next 2 years, you'll see at least 1 or 2 players, like the likes of Jasper or Darren, that kind of player, the players that are playing on the Challenge Tour. And that's a good level the Challenge Tour really is. If you're mixing them guys, like Graham Oster and them boys, and Hunt, Coulson, Leishman, these are good players. Very, very good
And
players.
can you imagine our community, how wild they would go? Because they would, like, no matter who it is, everyone, like we said, it's like one big family. So it's like whoever it is, we'd be absolutely buzzing. And so yeah, I'm just excited. But it's even Las Vegas next week. We've got 4 guys
So
going.
that's what I was going to say. Obviously, next week you've got the 4 guys going to Vegas. Well, all I can say is good luck to them. Hope they smash it. There's some of the pairs teams that are forced to be reckoned with. Like,
Yeah. Well,
No.
there's Brett.
Well, they win
there's
that to go in
Brett and-
Lakeside because it's a platinum event. One wins that to go in Lakeside.
Yeah, but there's a lakeside qualifier as well. It's not just one event when they go to Las Vegas. I've booked them in about 5 different events. There's like doubles. There's a double cricket one.
I'm saying
doubles-
for Lakeside though, there's only one tournament I think for the ladies and the men that will get you to
Platinum.
Lakeside to win that. Yeah,
Oh,
or the
right,
UK as well. Doubles and pairs on cricket won't get you to Lakeside, but like it's good to win because
100%. That platinum, you win that platinum, you're straight to Lakeside, didn't you? You're laughing.
Yeah, and it's gold. If you win a gold event or platinum event, you get straight to Lakeside.
Yeah.
You did.
Obviously, after Vegas, what's next in the pipeline for Zara and Defence Starts?
Oh God, how long have we got? No, the thing is, there's loads of, because the community that we've got, it's all military and veteran. The companies that's sponsoring us and that's backing us, do you know, they're not small companies. We've got Serco, we've got Pickford's, like removal and storage company, and like Bullseye TV show, and like they're kind of behind us. So we're going to be putting like a lot more events on. You mentioned wrestling earlier on. Like we put it in the community and we're like, what events do you want? It's all right us putting different events on, but what do you in the community want to turn up to? And like a Royal Rumble. Can you imagine like someone from the Paras playing darts, and then the next thing someone from the Marines comes running out, and then they are the next like opponent or what have you. I mean, it would just it would be good, but and then we're looking at but we want to keep the operation theme. So where we've got Operation Bullseye, that's always going to be like our flagship event where we are like with the professionals and we raise money for charity, and that's kind of, you know, but we only do that every 2 years. And then we're going to be doing like the next events, we're going to be calling them like Operation 180 or Up Checkout or Up like double or Up Double Top, and we're just going to keep them all operation names. And and we're going to do like, do you know, because in the military, if you deploy in operations and then you get a medal, so Operation Bullseye, that'll have its own kind of designed medal. And so everyone who's been part of Operation Bullseye, we're going to give them a pin of this medal design. And then when we do other events, Up 180 or Up Double, Up Checkout, Up Big Fish, whatever we do, that'll have their own different designs. And then because we like to collect different, like, well, not so much collect, but if you're going somewhere and you're on a parade and you've got all your medals, people know, oh, you done off Herrick, you done up Telek, and they know by the design of the medal what operations you have done. And so eventually, in years to come, and then we'll have Daz there, proud with his Up Bullseye pin badges, and hopefully like Up 180 or big fish, whatever. And then like the doubles one, the double or what have you, because we are more for like connection and everything, we were going to do a blind pairs, but instead of just doing the draw at the beginning, we'll do it at every round. So actually you could end up winning, but you've been carried all the way through. Do you know, can you imagine? It's
Aye,
like
I
you
was going
end
to
up
say,
winning a competition, but you've
Just
never
like
actually
Dobey. Well, I see what what could happen. I could see happening really. There's obviously development tour, Nordic and Baltic tour, ladies tour, defense darts tour. Have like a
Well, yeah.
block of 4 events, say 5 weekends or 5 5 blocks of 4 events, and then maybe in the future the PDC might say one spot gets in the Grand Slam, the top spot.
Oh,
If it gets that big. But there's no reason why not. Like, we've got how many different affiliation tours right now are there? There's ADA, DPSZ in America, CDC in Australia. There's CDC, there's the Asian, there's the Nordic Baltic, East
and
European.
you know what?
Why
Like,
not
to be
defense
honest,
that?
I know, but all of that actually stresses me out, because there's so many different,
But
things,
that's the next step to try and link with the PDC, isn't it? Though.
Oh, I mean that would be absolutely amazing. It annoys me though that there's so many different, like there isn't just one governing body, of like a sport, and when we needed to be affiliated with the national governing body, it's like, well, what is the national governing body? There's EDO, WTF, there's the PDC, there's the UKDA, because so that was a bit of a nightmare. And the last thing I wanted to do was add to that. But like it is a bit niche what we do, like it is just for military and veterans, so I guess I kind of do. There is no reason why we can't have our own tour. I also want to arrange to have different fixtures, have fixtures against other nations military and veteran teams, and like I've mentioned it to Lucy from Target. I want to mention it to the guys from the WDF, because I need contacts of, like, there must be people in the German army or what have you who play darts. They might not have a darts
Defense
team,
Darts
yes.
World Cup in the end then.
Well, we could do. We could have a Commonwealth darts tournament. That there's so much potential with this, and when I talk to different people about it, everyone does get excited because of where it can go. I mean, I'd love for darts to be in the Invictus Games. I've mentioned before, I'd love for darts to be in the Olympics. People like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But
It
why
won't,
not?
because I'd say the reason it'll never happen is because they wouldn't allow alcohol.
But the thing is, like, there's some people, like, you don't have to drink alcohol to play darts. Like, look,
Yeah,
Chris
but a lot of
Dobey.
these guys do. I mean, you have a look around that room the other night, right? How many guys were drinking? How many weren't?
Yeah, I mean,
you have 32 players there, right? I reckon at least 30 were drinking.
there's definitely the social side of it, but like, so when it was RAF Darts Championship, the RAF players, while they were in the competition, they weren't drinking. Do you know?
No, I'm
And
on about like professional darts. Say if you ban alcohol and you said, right, Olympic Games, you can't drink. Like there's talk in Saudi about going over there and you couldn't drink, but you got around it. If you said to the PDC right now for the Olympic Games, they'd insist that there's no alcohol, and a lot of the guys just wouldn't go. Simple as that.
yeah, and I do hear what you're saying, but look at how much money's in now. How many people do you like here who like, oh, I was playing well, and when I got to the final, I just had one pint too many. Do you know what I mean? And then when like you can win £1 million at the World Championship, do you actually want to risk having that one or two
But that's
too
for the
many?
World. The Olympics is an amateur event, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's changing the, like, people are looking at it more seriously. It's not just a pub sport. Like, there's guys at Prize Norton, they'll go and play darts. They've got the headphones on, listening to music. They're not drinking. They're playing darts because they want to improve their game. It's not just
Yeah.
because they're going out on the piss and then the
Your
next
next
minute
generation
they're
coming through
going
right now, you'll get less. If you looked in the Pro Tour right now, 128 players, I reckon about 7 or 8 don't drink, right? But the weird thing is, when you practice, a lot of them don't drink when they practice. Most of them don't drink when they practice. It's when they go to the events, the tournaments, right? You got maybe 7 or 8 players in that room don't drink, right? That's it. That's all there is, and that's professional PDC. Same, probably more so with WDF, ADC, Motorsport. That's it, because it's that culture, it's that thing. So for them to like not do it anymore now, I don't think they need alcohol. Just probably think they do. It's like a safety blanket, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
so
like
if it ever was kind of on the cards, and it's like, well, if you were to enter and represent, then these are the rules. Do you know what I mean? It would just it would naturally.
Yeah, but it'd have to be none for the Olympics. I would have thought you couldn't have professional players there. I don't think you could.
No, like you say, it's amateur. Do you know? So like those that are on the PDC tour, would they be able to represent? Maybe not. So it'd be the guys from like the WDF, because
Yeah, or the Challenge Tour.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know all the answers. I don't know how it's going to pan out. But
I just can't
it'd be
see
nice if,
darts.
like,
I can't see darts in the Olympics anytime in my lifetime. I just can't
I
see.
can.
I don't think it needs it. Personally, I just don't think it will fit. Yeah, same as the snooker. It's not the kind of Olympic sport. You know, I know.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just going to say
now
that Zara's now mentioned it, so there's a chance it might happen.
Yeah, I'll be stunned in my lifetime if darts in the Olympic Games. It doesn't need it. The Olympics doesn't need darts. Darts need the Olympics. It just doesn't fit.
And like everyone's got their own opinions. I'm sure about 95% of the people in the military would have said there's no way darts it'll be a recognised sport in the armed forces. Full
That was
stop.
always more likely because
Even those.
No, I'm still saying it.
Honestly, even now, like even those on the sports board, I can remember when I phoned them up, and like even they were like, I don't actually think it was them managing my expectations. Like they were like, you know, just pretty much just saying there was no chance, and I was just thinking, I don't need your opinion whether you think that it can do. I just need the steps of what needs to be done, and then leave the rest to me. Do you know? I only need to know what I need to do.
I can see.
It's like now. It's like now. Still, when I say to people, I'm away playing darts, they're like, darts isn't a sport. I'm like, well, it's been a sport for over a year now.
Yeah,
it is a sport. It's all sports, but like I said, I could see the next 2 years being like a defence darts tour, like the Challenge Tour, where it's like 4 blocks of events over a weekend. I could see that happening in the next 2 years, and then if that's going well, the standard's high enough, then maybe the PDC might give a spot to the Grand Slam, or eventually a tour card to the winner, or even a world spot. You know, for the top play, like they're doing the Challenge Tour. I don't see why that couldn't happen next 2 years, because, like I said, the standard is quite high, and it's going to get.
Yeah.
It's going to get higher.
Mean, what was your average on one of the wasn't it like 117? I'm sure on the night was someone was saying it was just 117 average.
What that was at the Scottish Open.
Oh, that the Scottish Open.
Scottish
what was the
4 legs in it normally for them, isn't it?
4 legs. 111 points. 111 sort of 3-4.
That's like a 13, 12, 14, 10. That's so very good though.
No, I missed double 9. I missed double 12 for the 9 dart on the first leg.
Did you?
So I went 18 darter, 11, 14, 11.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's about 110. Yeah.
Is that the one when you missed the board call?
And then I missed it. Then I missed the board call for the next game. For last 16.
So you missed 9 darts and the next match.
Aye.
What was worse?
Probably missing the next match, mate, because I was playing well.
Yeah. How'd you manage that?
Yeah, but it's probably my best ever game, mate. I think I maybe celebrated
how come we missed the next game? Where were you? The toilets, mate?
So I was told that I would get an email about what board I was on, because obviously the board.
An email? Where were you, in the actual room?
No, I was in the room next door.
To get an email?
And I did. That's what I mean. But the emails have been coming through all day. Then no email came, and somebody said that, I've got a walkover win. And
was it on Darts? Was it on Darts Connect? That tournament?
Aye, baby girl.
Right. So you check Darts Connect. You keep. That's what the players do. They keep.
I know. My one, mate. Again,
wasn't working, was it?
Probably my first mistake, mate. And I've learned from it. I'm not.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like people like me and Matt were there, because we're like, right, you're up. UK Open.
Aye.
I think one year we had like 9 players at the UK Open, and I had like different, like, if you win that, you're playing 4th game on that board. If you win that, you're playing 8th game on that board. It's like a complete, oh God, it's a nightmare. And then they went out one by one and got easier. But 9 players, we had like 3 matches potentially in the first session. Oh, where am I, Paul? Oh, right. Have you won? Yeah, right. Okay. That board over there, mate. The next building, right? 3rd game. When's the 3rd game? I know after the first 2.
No, sweet. I'm gonna wrap it up here because the wife and kids have just come in and I've not seen the kids all weekend. They're only working.
Okay.
But
Zara
Zara,
made it in the end anyway. You made
I
it.
think Zara, we definitely need to do this a proper just one about you and Bullseye and what your plans are, because I know you've got some big things coming up during the week that I think we might have to talk about.
More big things.
Obviously,
No,
we'll do
it's-
it after the Masters, because in the Vegas, so we can speak about that as well.
Yeah.
And then give you time to come down, because obviously I'm probably I'm not in the same boat as you as how high I was up, like, but I've probably still not sunk in for me yet, because I left on Friday, and drove straight here, then straight to work for the weekend.
Yeah, no, and it's mad, isn't it? And I don't think people might just think, oh, it's just a little event or what have you, and but it's big. Do you know what I mean? And like
massive.
you say, and because we put that rule on us as well, that you were thinking, well, if I didn't win, I might not be able to play again on like with the pros of Bullseye for another 10 years. So there was that extra pressure on, and Jen, then you have one, but no, congratulations. I don't think I managed to speak to you on the night because it
No, it
was
was hectic. I was speaking to
mental, wasn't
everybody,
it?
and
Does the
I
winner
think
get an automatic invite to the next one?
Yeah, but everybody else, if you've played it at Bullseye now, that's the rule. You have to miss 4 at Bullseyes. But it's only every 2 years, so they can only come back in 10 years' time.
That's not very fair, is it?
Yeah, because the event, it's not
You
to
can't
just
defend this title then.
it's not to find
no,
our
so
best place.
I will be the only one going back, so I need to defend my title.
Yeah, he's the only one coming back.
Like Tip
But
will do.
everybody else, it'll be a whole new lineup, another
Really? So
team
you can't
play,
qualify
refresh.
again?
No, not now, because it's to give other people in the community that chance to be paired with a pro. It's to raise money for charity. Like we say, we're putting different events on now, where we'll get pretty much like our Defence Darts champion, and what isn't going to be with the pros. So the one with the pros, it's not just going to be for the same people, them same top players. They've had that time, and it's time. It's to share it out, share that experience with everyone.
What about the qualifying and we're stuck with your uncle? That's not very fair, is it? You have to wait 10 years to get with a pro.
Everybody, I mean, the messages that I've had from the players since, how like just the experience, that's what it's about. It's the experience, do you know what I mean? And no one, whoever went out in the first round, no one's disappointed that that was it. Like, everyone's just really grateful that all of them players give up their time. They've had that like amazing night with everybody. I don't think anyone's disappointed at all, and then in 2 years' time it's exciting because we'll see who else is going to get that chance, who else is going to be on the stage and be paired with a pro.
Are you going to shake the pros up too? You're going to get different pros on there. I can get you a few if you want.
Do you know what? Like, we haven't had no problems getting the pros, and most of the pros are happy to come back, and I just think it's nice to like if they want to come back, like I would have all of them again, come back. Maybe we'll get the pros involved in a different one.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to do it again, but you might have too many pros want to play it. Like 20 have to like cut 4 out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that.
A qualifier for the pros.
Oh no, I don't think
That'd be fun. Say if you want to play it, you have a qualifier.
Well, so I'm speaking to different charities as well. Rugby for Heroes, they want to collaborate and do a joint event. On Course Foundation, these are charities that also help military and veteran personnel through the transition from leaving the to Civvy Street, and with sport, so it's like we do for darts, but they do for golf or with rugby, and so there's going to be other kind of events that we'll do for charity that the like some other pros might be able to get involved in, and like there's so much coming up. I've got like meetings with some like interesting people, and I just don't know where things is going to go. But like even the money that I've tallied up, and I didn't want to say how much in case once it's all figured out I got it wrong, and so I was like, I know it's definitely over 18,000, and then I worked out a little bit more and I'm like, it's definitely over 20,000, and now I've spent a few hours today doing it, and it looks like what actually we're going to be able to donate to the charities from Bullseye is more over 23,000, do you know, and I just think it's amazing that we're able to do that as well through darts.
That's unreal, man.
Great amount,
That's unreal.
That's a really good amount. £23,000.
Yeah.
And that's just by what is that, like raffle tickets? Is that like auctions and what's that?
Sponsors from the event, raffle, tickets, qualifier, do you know, so like our military and veteran players paid, I think it was £6 each to go to a qualifier to even get the chance to get a spot at Up Bullseye, and then Up Bullseye night itself, people bought some tickets to come to the night.
What do you reckon the auction and raffles made then?
So we didn't actually end up doing an auction, I don't think, on the night, because we were just so busy. We could have made so much more as well, but it was mainly from sponsors. We done so well from the sponsors this year. Like I mean, you've seen the list, and that just made it. Sorry.
I tapped the whole thing out.
And that made it possible to be able, like, you know, it was more just a celebration. Everybody come together. Like, I mean, you've seen what's going on in the world. Everybody's like in the military is quite busy with what's going, like, you know. So it's like nights like this is even more important, and the sponsors that got behind it, they understood that, you know. So it wasn't really about going round and getting even more money. I knew that we were healthy anyway, so it's like, let's just all just have a good night. And I think that's what the vibe felt like as well on the night, the atmosphere. It was just one big party, you know.
It's a lot more than you raised in Blackpool, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we'd ended up donating 13,500, which we thought was amazing at the time then. But yeah, to work this out tonight, I was like, oh my God.
And the Bryce Norton one made a few quid in it as well. The Bryce Norton was a good few quid.
Yeah, that one was over 8,000, wasn't it? That was the first one. I mean, I'm sure one day when I get a minute, I'll work out how much darts within the military since we've started, how much we've donated in total over the years.
I reckon you're going to get, the next 5 years, you're going to get an MBE. I honestly, that's my prediction, right? And if I'm wrong, I'll be stunned. But I can see you next 5 years getting an MBE. I reckon that'll happen. For services to charity.
That's definitely achievable. Like,
I think you're on the way there. I think you got the M.
no,
Thanks.
I'm going to wrap that up.
No,
right.
no.
I'm going to go. I'm going to get me
Zara, I'll drop you a message.
Brazil lost. Brazil lost, so we play Norway. We do next.
Cheers, Daz, and congratulations once again. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you very much, Paul. Cheers, mate.
Bye bye. See ya.